Hello Scorpio, this is your reading for September 2017. Let's go ahead and get started. What messages are there for Scorpios for September 2017? And remember, if you're into tarot at all, if you can see the cards on the bottom, that lets you know what's going on. That wanted to come out. Oh, there's two. Okay, missed opportunity, loss of money, loss of an opportunity. The Ace of Cups. So you have two aces. Wow. So you may be having a missed opportunity with a contract or money, but then you're getting an opportunity in love. Or usually this is loss of a beginning with money, new beginning in love. However, it could be about lots of emotions here. And so you've lost an opportunity. You're off the right path, you're on the wrong path, and it's made you very emotional and upset. You may be feeling confused as well. That was supposed to be one card, but two wanted to come out, so. Overall, I think you might be happy that you're missing this opportunity. I don't feel it's so much about sadness. Okay, there's way too many cards there, guys. I'm trying to make these short. Or shorter, I should say. Trying to get to my personals and get the free monthlies out. What messages are there for Scorpio for the month of September? Okay. There's the Ace of Cups. So you are another water sign. I usually see this as Pisces because it's ruled by Pisces. Are trying to offer something. This is usually about the past. So somebody may have made an offer in the past that was denied or turned down. And somebody was very upset about it because they knew it was emotionally fulfilling. However, it looks like that offer is coming back around. It could also be about a pregnancy or a marriage proposal. What other messages are there for Scorpio for the month of September 2017? I think you guys had this in your runner chaser, that Page of Cups. Okay, so we have the Moon reversed and the Ten of Wands reversed. Letting go of some kind of a secret. Okay. Or you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed and letting go of something. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, Five of Swords. It's not usually good to see in the love reading, but this may just be about emotional fulfillment, not necessarily about love. But somebody's trying to one-up somebody, somebody's betraying somebody. Being very haughty. It could also be when the Five of Swords is upright, somebody has said some very mean things that were hurtful to you. If it were reversed, I would say it was you, you're the one who did it, but here it looks like it's someone else. But either way, watch how you communicate, okay? Why is the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Cups upright here? The Emperor, okay. So we have two major arcana now. Why is the Page of Cups here? Just gonna let you know when the Five of Swords is here, the Emperor, it's a criminal, okay? The Hermit, you may be dealing with a Virgo or an Aries. Or somebody's very reclusive. And somebody else is very forthright. Why is the Ten of Wands reversed and the Moon reversed? Okay, those two want to come out. Okay, so it's about a relationship. Possibly even marriage. Now, this is telling me you have to make a decision. To me, this looks like love. So that Five of Swords is not a good thing that that's here. Hopefully that's in the past. So we have 3 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. Lovers. Okay. And I feel like this has a decision to be made about love. If Lovers was reversed, which I can't pull it that way. Anytime I have Lovers and 5 of Swords, I get very worried because this is about a betrayal in love, and it usually has to do with some kind of instant gratification, but more if it was in reverse. We don't have King of Swords, so that's good, but we do have an Emperor, which could be similar, so do be careful. We have 3 of Wands, which is a partnership, but it's not quite a marriage because marriage is 4 of Wands. So there could be a marriage that's on the rocks in the future. It could be a relationship that's like a marriage, because 4 of Wands could also be a house, because that is the, oh great, I can't remember my Hebrew. I've been so busy, you guys, with my job. It's not chuppah. Anyway, it's the marriage tent that Jewish people get married under. It's also where, now they get married in it, but then back in the day, it's also where they consummated their marriage. One of the wands is removed, so now it's 3. There could also be a third party involved, like a love triangle. I feel more there's a decision to be made because a relationship has been on the rocks, or there's been some kind of an illusion that somebody is coming out of. And to me, this is, you've put in so much effort and somebody else hasn't, and you're giving up on it. And it may be involving another sign, a water sign, fire sign, most likely Aries, and earth sign, most likely Virgo. And we do have 2 Pisces cards in here, so you may be dealing with the Pisces as well. Could be a Gemini, not necessarily. I think that's more about the decision. Okay, bottom of the clarification deck. Ooh, 7 of Pentacles. So I see there's some unrequited love here. Somebody's really weighing the decision about relationships, but about their life in general. But love is going to be a part of it. What decisions have you made? What decisions should you be making? I mean, Scorpios, you guys are thinkers, so you're weighing all your options. It just says, be patient with yourself. Keep planning, okay? All right, so the major arcanas are the Moon reversed, the Emperor, and the Hermit, and the Lovers. Okay. So usually when the Hermit is anywhere with the Lovers, it talks about being single. Some kind of a breakup is coming up. And with the 5 of Swords here and the 10 of Wands reversed, I could see that. Some of you may be dealing with a water sign, or this is you, and somebody's offering a proposal. Doesn't have to be a marriage, but it could be. Could be an offer of love. It could even be some kind of a business project with the 10 of Wands here. But somebody's denied it in the past, or they're going to deny it. They even deny it again. I don't see a whole lot of repetition here, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the past. And some kind of relationship is on rocky ground. It looks like somebody's breaking up. And it may be due to somebody who comes in, some water sign that comes in and offers you something better. Okay. So we'll start out with the beginning. We have the Emperor, and I told you with the 5 of Swords, it's a criminal. So whatever opportunity that was denied or missed previously that should have been emotionally fulfilling but instead made you sad or made someone else sad has to do with a crime. And this would be the person, okay? And their type of personality is the 5 of Swords. Now this could just be a betrayal in love as far as cheating, but when it comes to criminal, to me this feels more serious. Usually when the Ace of Cups is nearby the Emperor, it talks about a spiritual leader. So I think there's a need for some kind of forgiveness about this 5 of Swords issue. And somebody's really been pondering it with the 7 of Pentacles here. And it's like they've been thinking about it too much and they can't keep thinking about it. I believe this is probably you, Scorpio, because you guys do that. Yeah, I feel like there's some kind of like, for Catholic people, absolution or just forgiveness in general. Because, we have the goblet and to me this is like a piece of bread, kind of like having a Passover or communion. That's what I see here. So I feel like you're going to communicate with this person at some point, but in the past it wasn't happening. Okay. And that was a Page of Cups. I was thinking Nine of Cups for some reason. With the Ace of Pentacles, this could have been about a job or a contract, because Ace of Pentacles with the Emperor usually means government job. But it's in reverse, so you may have lost a government job that had been offered to you. For some reason, I don't feel that's completely everybody, though. I just think there was an offer. But some of you, it could have actually been a boss offering you a government job, and you're very happy about it. Yeah, and you may have left another job to go to it. So in that case, that's all positive. You got offered a job, you left another, and you came to it, and it's working out. Some of you may have had to break up with somebody to take the new job. And it could be dealing with traveling, but it doesn't have to be, because there's not a lot of that in here at all, actually. Some of you have actually retired from a government job with the Hermit here. Some of you left a job that was unstable, and you went job searching, or you will be, and you get a job that is stable with the Lovers here. Okay? Now, when it comes to love, because I've seen some job stuff here too, when it comes to love, some of you turned down an opportunity, or you were turned down because somebody thought you were unstable. This offer comes in again when you're single, or somebody offers it to you and you become single. I think it's from the past, because this talks about searching out the past. It talks about assessing love. When the Ace of Cups is here, and we talk about thinking and planning and assessing. So when this offer comes in, you've really been thinking about it, or they've really been thinking about it. And for some reason, there was an illusion. Somebody's going to retire this old viewpoint. They're letting it go. This is letting go of illusions, as well as secrets, okay? But it's more like an illusion. And you're going to join forces. I'm not saying you're going to end up married, because we don't have the Four of Wands, but it's going to be a relationship. But then some of you, you find out a secret, and you end up breaking up. So there's a few people in here. Some of you who are single, you're going to end up with somebody, most likely somebody from the past. And then, but it doesn't have to be. And then those of you who are in a relationship, you may learn of something like a cheating, but not necessarily, and you end up breaking up. Or you're the one who has done the cheating. Or you just decide, yeah, because if there's somebody from your past who you're retiring a viewpoint about them, when their love offer comes in, or you decide you want to give one, you break up after assessing the love situation. And you let go of this burden of this illusion because you weren't seeing things correctly. Or they weren't. Some of you, this may be dealing with your identity. I see a lot of emotion in here. Somebody was seen as emotionally unstable. Turns out after assessing, that's not true. And things end up working out. Now, where the criminal aspect comes in, that's going to have to be up to individualized people, because that may be what the illusion was, or the secret in some way. But with the Hermit here, you're going to have to be very patient when it comes to assessing this. Who you or the other person. I feel it's more like you. Because if you're not, other people are going to lose faith in you. Or you may have lost faith in somebody else. Because with the Page of Cups here and the Five of Swords, it says a man loses a love. And with the Lovers here and the Five of Swords, you had made a wrong choice. Okay, regarding love or instant gratification. And you've been thinking about it so much. Wow. And it's a sneak attack. I don't know if this was you or someone else, though. I'm seeing somebody just has to accept the defeat, because whatever you won, it was hollow. Some of you, when it comes to work, you had a lot of ambition, and you're retiring, and you're letting go of all that ambition. But then it looks like you're partnering up with somebody. So you may decide to get another job after you've retired, but something that's less demanding. But whatever's going on, I don't see any mourning. Five of Swords isn't in reverse. Somebody's not mourning. They've been thinking. So they've been thinking about the happiness that they missed out on, is what it looks like. Or you did. Or both. And there was a wrong choice that had been made. I think it's mostly about love, but for those people who retired, that's all the message that you have, so you don't have to keep watching. And again, with this Ace of Cups here and the Hermit, you've been assessing because you've been trying to see things differently. Like you're having to learn a new language. You have to learn how this person thinks and speaks. But you end up communicating very well. Lots of good communication. But you have to drop something that you previously thought. So again, this kind of goes with your last month's reading, which somehow I remember, which is seeing love or seeing something with new eyes. This is still coming up for you. And you're having to let go of all these things that you've traditionally thought about. Like, this is what I think. I'm crossing my arms. I'm not budging. Now, you don't have Four of Pentacles, but you're still very stuck. You're not immovable. So there's no impasse here. In the past, it looks like there was an impasse, but you're changing. You're after thinking about something. Like, this is somebody going cold case detective. So again, really thinking about something. It could be about an investment, like a business contract. It's going to take a little bit. You're really planning how to do things. I don't feel it's more of a contract. I think it's either about how to plan your retirement and save money, and your Roth IRAs and all of that type of thing, 401ks, and even your insurance. But most of you, I think you're just trying to see somebody that you've missed out on previously that should have made you happy. You're assessing how they are and trying to learn them. Like you're studying a person is what I'm seeing. And funnily enough, we don't have the Page of Swords anywhere. So, and also, regarding this Five of Swords in the past, if somebody has seen you this way, then you're having to see why they saw you that way. Okay. Yeah, because see, with the Emperor here and the Hermit, you're having to gain in knowledge. So again, you're studying this person or the situation. And you have to control your beliefs. So you're needing to control yourself. You can't change other people. Remember, you have to change yourself. So as much as I'm sure Scorpios don't like that, that's what I'm seeing. And with the Moon here, I'm seeing something about writing. So you may decide to have a partnership through writing. Or there may have been miscommunication previously through writing. I have no idea what that's about. But with the Moon reverse, I'm saying don't communicate through writing. But yeah, you're partnering up with somebody in some way. Whether it's after you've retired, you decide to get married after you retire, you decide to get another kind of job, you decide to start your own business. You may even travel with the Three of Wands here. And I think previously you turned your back on somebody. Because Three of Wands is usually somebody's turned their back on someone. Now, it's not in reverse, so I don't think you're going to turn your back on them a second time or a third time. I think the next time that you guys are confronted, it works out. The thing is, with the Moon here and the Lovers, you were uncertain about this love issue. And I think you are still, but with it in reverse, you're no longer going to be uncertain. In fact, you may even be willing to give up a previous viewpoint or a previous person, or who might be a current person, in order to be certain about this love situation. Some of you that are just breaking up and there's nobody else involved on your side, you may just be certain that you want to break up with someone. But still, with that Five of Swords, something is just amiss. It's coming out, but it looks like more previously it was amiss, because that doesn't look good, whereas this looks good. Again, it was just like a wrong choice or a wrong belief that you're having to change. Okay, and you're having to let it go because it's too much. But you've put in a lot of effort towards, like, this is a really old belief is what I'm looking at regarding love. You've put so much energy into this, so much passion, and now you're having to give it up because you're seeing things differently. Okay. You guys aren't gonna come and kill me, are you? Because I'm telling you to change something you believed for a very long time. And with the Moon and the Page of Cups here, there's some kind of audition. And I don't mean this in a literal sense. Unless, of course, some of you who are retiring, you may audition for the arts. And in that case, that could be your partnership. Because I kind of see these as medieval troops, like putting on plays. So that may be very specific for some people. But these two are talking about, normally it's this way, it's audition. This is giving up an audition. So you may decide not to give this person an audience, but I feel like you are. I don't know why. Because the person is not unstable. But I feel like you thought they were. Or this could be about you as well. So switch the energies where you need to switch them. This says be very open. Embrace this change, okay? This could be about business. Again, this is about being rude. So please be very careful about what you say. Because I feel like somebody's saying the wrong thing. They're saying the rude thing. And I feel with the Hermit here, it's going to be online. There's some kind of a friendship that develops into romance. That could be how a cheating starts, or this could be how you get in contact with someone. Doesn't matter if it's past or present or future. And again, some of you may have broken up for a job opportunity. You needed to move long distance. Your other partner, your partner didn't want to, so you break up and then you end up with somebody else. But as far as business goes, I see good investment. You're happy you missed out on an opportunity because you get another opportunity to come in. And you're working together with somebody with the Three of Wands here, especially when it comes to business. So it's very strange. I'm not sure why I'm seeing that. But again, I'm also seeing lots of research. So I don't think somebody's spying. We don't have the Page of Swords. But somebody's really researching. I don't know what that's about. And then again with that Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands. So it's twice in here. You're learning a different culture. You're learning another person, another way that somebody is. Because it looks like it's opposite of you, or it's different than what you were thinking previously, or it's different than what you're accustomed to, and you're having to learn. Like you're a student all over again. And it looks like you're a student of love. Now, for those of you who are retiring, you may not understand how to adapt very well, so you're having to change your view, and you may go into a completely different field. Perhaps you're not retiring from from the work life in general, but just from that particular kind of government job, and you're going into something more artistic, because this is very artsy. And that could be the actual audition, okay? Could even be poetry, it could be a writer, yeah, it could be. I didn't even think about that. Some of you could even, very slightly, few of you, could be going into a religious type of field, especially if you've left a government field. Ooh, sorry. Oh. Trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Now with the Moon here and the Five of Swords, either you or somebody that you've been in a relationship was being deceptive. So there's some kind of deception, could be cheating, could be anything really. But again, I feel more like you were deceiving yourself with a past viewpoint, and now you're going to see things differently and join up. Others of you, somebody else was deceiving you, and you're going to see things after you've assessed, you really think about it, and you decide to break up. But then you end up with somebody else. But there was some kind of betrayal or deception. But it looks like that's going to be over. And I mean, partnership and alliances. We have 2 partnerships in harmony. So you're going to be great. But I do feel like if there is a marriage involved, it may be unstable. And it could be due to a third party. And it may be your third party, and that's why you're ending up so great. I think it's so funny we have stability right underneath instability. If you're a male Scorpio, or you're dealing with a male Aries, for instance, I feel as if they thought, I'm stable, and then that person's not. And so that's the feeling I get, but then everything changes. All right, I don't want to repeat myself anymore, so that's your reading for September 2017, and good luck, you guys.